Hi everyone, it's Joe Lagilia from Oakleaf Community Mortgage, and I'm joined today with my good friend Rick Johnson from Web Video Realty, along with our good friend John Evans, and we're here to tell a little bit of a story. I think we'll start off by saying that Rick and John and myself, over this past summer, just had a wonderful experience getting John and his wife Sheila into a new home. And gentlemen, we wanted to talk a little bit about that today and how that experience went. So maybe Rick, I'll start with you. Sure. We've been running together in the space of real estate and finances.
We have.
And our good friend John, who's been a part of a few groups with us that we've gotten to know, came to us with some desire to move to this lovely community of Plainfield.
He did.
And from the point of John kind of raising his hand to you to the point of getting him and Sheila into their new home, kind of take us through what that was like.
Sure. A Monday afternoon, I believe, in my car, phone rings about 3:30, and Johnny conveyed that he had his eye on a property. As us realtors do, I just got online, got an appointment scheduled, and luckily he was in town at the time, and we got to get over there and take a look at the place.
And John, to kind of throw it back to you, you and Sheila, you guys were looking not only in Illinois, but you were actually looking at the time at a couple properties even out of state, and understanding kind of the fever of the real estate market this past year. It was important for you to be able to work with a realtor who had the level of service that was able to accommodate you guys going to see a property you liked.
Right, that's correct. I started talking with you because we were looking at moving out west.
Yes.
And since you do mortgages in 50 states, it was perfect for us. We had some changes in our family dynamics and situations with my daughter and granddaughter and soon to be another granddaughter.
Wow.
So we said, you know, let's not move out west. Let's find someplace here that we can call home and be part of the community. And so, you know, working with you, working with Rick, I had a property I was looking at that was a little too much out of our comfort zone, and it popped on the screen and it dropped into our comfort zone, and that's when I called Rick, and then, as they say, everything else is history.
So, you know, if we can kind of talk a little bit about the process, Rick, when John and Sheila wanted to see that property, how important was it for you to be immediately responsive to them in this type of market we're in today?
You really can't afford to wait, right? I mean, especially if a house drops in price, I mean, that's going to get a lot of attention. It's going to fall into the parameters of other people's searches that may have topped out at that price level. So to get over there right away was extremely important, and to be prepared when you arrived for the next step of this process. As you know, I'm a boater. I love that, you know. If you're trying to figure out where you're going to approach the dock, as you approach the dock, things probably won't go well. So we were ready, and John and Sheila were ready to see the property, and we were all prepared due to your work and John's preparation to take that next step. So
John, to kind of speak about being prepared, I know you and Sheila, you had an idea of where you might go as you speak about wanting to stay close to family. Tell me a little bit about, you know, getting into this community of Plainfield and what you've experienced thus far now that you've moved in and now you're a part of this wonderful community.
Well, I think for us, when we spoke several times, we talked about what did Plainfield have to offer. And so we'd spent some time looking around. You know, the downtown was just awesome and amazing. And that was like something good. And then I talked with you about, you know, a church. And you told me about a church that you go to. And that was important to us. So we're able to do that, getting involved with the community. I've been able to help out at the YMCA already. We've been here about 2 months now. Just the people we've met have been amazing. It's got a small town feel, but you don't have to drive too far to get anything that you want.
So something that obviously is near and dear to Rick's heart and my heart, but being able to service a veteran of our country, we were able to obviously serve you as you've served so many. And one of the things that I think maybe you can speak on a little bit of is being able to utilize that veteran financing that we were able to use in order to secure this home for you.
Well, that was amazing, and what you and your team here at your company did for us was found a plan that fit our budget perfectly. We were able to get into our home very inexpensively, which was very attractive to us because we had, you know, a limited budget to get everything completed. You were able to do that. You were able to get us a fantastic rate. Not only that, once we found the place, it was like 15 or 20 days you got us closed, which that was important because the seller had a deadline.
Yes.
And because of that, we were able to meet it.
Well, that's great, and appreciate that, John. We, you know, one of the things that was very accommodating to me was obviously not only your response time to make that timeline happen, but being able to work with Rick at Web Video Realty, who there's so many different moving parts on the real estate side. A lot of times that realtor may think that the transaction's over once they sign the contract, but there's so much more that goes into it. Even after somebody secures the property, gets the keys to the house. Rick, John, both you guys can take this one. Kind of speak to a couple of the added services that came after through the relationship with Rick.
Rick, let's go ahead.
Well, one of the unique things, and I think truly unique things, I don't think anybody in the market does it, that we do at Web Video Realty, is if you list your home with us, we will move you for free up to 35 miles. And I don't mean sending my cousin in a van, you know, with his buddy that you hope shows up. I'm talking about a white glove, professional move, 3 guys and a truck for 8 hours. You pack your stuff, we pick it up, we put it where you say in the house. And hopefully we got all that right, John.
You did. It was great. There was no pressure on us. We actually took a few days to use those hours, which was very appreciative. My wife, Sheila, loved that. So she didn't feel crunched for time and we have to get this done now. So it was very nice to have that service and not worry about, okay, how are we going to get from point A to point B and what's it going to cost us?
Right.
This was a nice benefit having that there, which we're glad. It really helped us out a lot.
I guess, John, one of the things I want to ask you is, what is the one thing on a daily basis that you do now that you're here in Plainfield that's an enjoyable you know, routine, whether it's a morning routine or what it might be? But tell the viewers kind of, you know, what it is now that you're here, what you like to do.
Lots of things, but one of the things I enjoy the most every day is I pack the big dog up in the car and we go find a trail to go walk.
So great.
The big dog loves walking, and loves riding.
And you found more than a few here in Plainfield.
Quite a few, and through the YMCA, even some more that they told us about. So it's been great.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Well, we're just excited to be able to showcase this incredible story. You know, John is such a valued member of our community already, being here such a short amount of time. Rick Johnson of Web Video Realty has just been an unbelievable asset as a partner to be able to provide people with that type of level of service that here at Oakleaf we definitely want to bring to this community. And we're just excited to be able to showcase this story. And we hope that this encourages anybody that's watching, whether you're renting or whether you're looking to either move up or move down in the property you're in. This team right here would love to service you and be able to create a success story for you as we have for John here. Thank you so much for tuning in to this testimonial. We look forward to seeing you guys on the inside. Take care.